Hi, TWLOHA staff. My name is Nell Sundra. I'm a senior social work major at Miami University in Ohio, and this is my video application for the Try Love on Our Arms Summer 18 internship program. When I think of community, I think of a couple of my really close friends that I met on a mission trip last summer. Very quickly after we met, there was a general feeling that we were free to be ourselves, that we didn't have to hide anything. We were free to share the good things and the bad things. There's freedom to be broken there, which is something that I haven't experienced a lot. Joining the Try Love on Our Arms team has been a dream of mine for a really long time, and I believe that I could be a good addition to the team for a variety of reasons. The first being is that I'm a social work major, and I'm actually in an internship right now. It's given me a lot of experience in advocacy, as well as having really hard conversations with people that I don't know very well, whether that's being about abuse, addiction, mental illness. My internship's given me exposure to a lot of these things, and I think that that experience could be very helpful in dealing with supporters. I'm sure you'd get this one a lot, but another one of the reasons why I think that I would be a good addition to the Try Love on Our Arms team is because Try Love on Our Arms deals with issues that I'm really passionate about and that are really close to my heart. I've actually dealt with depression and anxiety for a lot of my life, and I've got to walk through some of my friends' journeys of mental illness as well. And I think that the way that Try Love on Our Arms tackles these hard issues and deals with them is really important, and I would love to be a part of others seeking healing in their own lives. One of the greatest influences in my life is my best friend. She's dealt with a lot. She's had a lot of health problems and just really had a hard go at life. But despite that, she remains really happy and silly and carefree. She stands up for causes she believes in and doesn't really fear judgment. She embraces everyone, and those are qualities that I've always really admired in her. I'm not really sure how I influence others, but it's my hope that the way that I welcome hard conversations and don't really shy away from painful conversations really inspires people to be honest with themselves and each other. I want to be someone who invests in other people and who welcomes people to be themselves around me. I want people to feel like they can be who they really are and don't have to hide the hard things or their flaws. And I want to encourage people to do the same. I think that one of the most important parts of a healthy community is that you're ultimately stirring each other up to do better. I think that with truth, you should be reminding people of what they can become and the good that you see in them. You're also giving them grace when they fail and when they mess up and when they struggle. A conversation that's really sparked change in my life happened a couple months ago. I've always really struggled to share the hard things that happen to me and like the pain that I'm facing. And one day while driving back to school with my best friend, she brought this up to me. And we began kind of digging into the reasons why I felt like I couldn't be honest with other people and why I felt like I couldn't share any of the bad things in my life, that I felt like I could only share the good things. We began unpacking it. And I began telling her some of the reasons I felt like I couldn't be honest with people. Things like I felt like it would be a burden or it would inconvenience someone or that they didn't want to know or it wasn't bad enough for me to tell them. And she pretty bluntly told me that that was crap, that those were all lies that I was believing, and that people wanted to walk in the darkness with me and people wanted to help me through the hard things. And we began talking more, and I told her some things that I've been holding inside for a really long time and hurting over and hadn't really felt like I could tell anyone. And in that moment, I was met with a lot of grace. I was met with just so much love that I was really surprised by. And it was a really sweet moment of me learning that I'm not alone and I don't have to be alone. This conversation was a really big turning point for me. Telling people about the hard things in my life is definitely still something I struggle with. It's still really hard for me today, but this conversation is something that I think back on often to remind myself that the things that I'm believing aren't the truth, and that people really do care about me and really do desire to help me through these hard times in my life. Something that I'm really passionate about is cooking and food. I really love food, and I love finding new recipes to make. I really love cooking for other people, especially. I think it's such a great way to bring people together and just talk over a meal. I really love that, and I love getting to cultivate that space in that community for people through cooking for them. And it's definitely just a way I show my love for other people by serving them and making them food in that way. Okay, so 5 unique or quirky facts about me. Number 1, my number 1 life goal is to visit every country in the world, but so far I'm not doing too hot because I'm only on number 1, which is the country I was born. Number 2, I dye my hair when I get bored. I've been everything from bleach blonde, which was a mistake, to almost black. I was pink for a while. Now I'm just closer to my natural hair color. Number 3, I'm absolutely obsessed with the Chronicles of Narnia series. C.S. Lewis is my favorite author, and I just love the books. I even have a tattoo for it. So number 4, my guilty pleasure is boy bands, since I don't really feel that guilty about it. I love One Direction, the Jonas Brothers, Backstreet Boys, all that. And then number 5 is that I love peanut butter. During school time, you can usually find a jar of peanut butter in my backpack. So yeah, that's me. Thank you so much for taking the time to look over my application and watch this video. If you have any other questions about any of this, feel free to reach out. I will be really eagerly waiting to hear your response. Yeah, so thank you guys.